In this part of the series, we are going to show you how to create a list with your email provider. Now, we are using Mailchimp, and there are several other options that you can use as well, and we will give you guys that in the notes. But this is how to create a list in Mailchimp. And so this is one of the screens. Now, a lot of these, this is just the opening screen, and you'll see up here their home screen, the campaigns, templates, list, reports, automation. It's very simple. If you want to do anything, all you have to do is create this little list right here. It says create list. New list or groups. Do you want to create a new list, or do you just want to subdivide an existing list? We are going to create list, and that will take us to this page where we get to name the list. So we are going to call this the how to grow an email list, default email. And it says right here, this is the address people will see. So we always do Zach at Hatch. Default name, I like to do Zach from Hatch because it's more personal. And I think it's done better once we switched that. It doesn't want me to do it. All right, Zach from Hatch. And then here, write a short reminder about how people find your list. And then they give you an example. You are receiving this email because you opted in at our website. And then you keep going through. So your contact information is going to be there. That will be there as soon as you set up the account, so you don't have to worry about that. Edit there. Now this will tell you right here, how often do you want the information? Do you want it once a day? Do you want it every time you get it? Or unsubscribes? I tend to not like this because I think you worry about it too much, or it's something that's not really that important. If you go back and check once a week, once a day, or once a month, that's up to you. If you want to do one of these things, you can do it. I prefer not to do it. It also tells you where you want to go there. And that's it. So you're going to press save. And your list has been created. Now there are other ways. Obviously, we have no subscribers. We can import subscribers, or we can set up a sign-up form. In a different lesson, we're going to be using lead pages to capture emails for this list, but there's also many different ways to go through this as well. So you can see how people are finding you, add subscribers, and then manage subscribers as well. And then sign-up forms. Let's say you create a sign-up form for this. You have the ability to create many different things. You can also add it on Facebook, general forms, build design, embed forms if you're more technical, subscriber pop-up, design a pop-up. And so general forms, we'll just do that real quick. And as we go through here, you'll see that there are several different types of forms that you can create, which is great. This is just a standard thing. And so you can collect the email, the first name, the last name. If you click it, you also can delete it. So if you don't want the last name, you don't have to have the last name. And then you can change all this stuff. You can add, you can change how to grow an email. So we're gonna, we can change all these things to whatever, change the text, email that you're asking for, subscribe to lists. You can also design it differently so that there's an actual structure to it. I don't mind this. In an early stage, this is what we used to use. What I found is that by using lead pages, we're able to actually design a lot better, unique form for people to use, so we tend to use that. But that's it. That's all you have to do to create a list. Is it's a couple of steps, and it's super easy for you to get set up. And if we want to go back to it, we just go to lists, and it should be right here. And so let's say we want to add someone to the list manually. We can do myself, my name is Zach, and then these structures. And so this is important, so they're not going to receive a confirmation email, so we subscribe them. And then one other thing with this is you can do a mass piece, so you can import it. And you go import, and then there's many options to get your list. And so these are some of the plugins or the third parties that you can tap into the list that you already have. And then you can also, what's great about this is, so you just import this in and it automatically comes through. It's a great way to add the list that you already have to a better third party. And then another thing that's great is if you need to export this list for whatever reason, you can simply just export it. And it's super simple to do this because all you have to do is, if we want to export this, if we want to export this, all we have to do is export it. I don't have anyone on this list, so that's why it won't work. But if we had them, this is where we would do it. And we would press export and you would get that information. Super simple. Mailchimp is something that we use and has really helped us grow our business, because when we communicate with people, and you just gotta so import, export, replicate list, settings, all those things. By using email in this kind of way has made us grow our business far more than any other medium. So that's it. This is how you create a list, import a list, and add subscribers. Thank you for joining us for the How to Grow an Email List series.